Hey, this is Steven from the Legit PC and the Legit Mobile, and also from the Legit Tech Tutorials. And welcome back to my Zombie Alamo, which is my intermediate Unity tutorial series. This is the third video I shot today, trying to catch up with my Construct 3 tutorial series that I promised. And so I'm a little bit behind on these videos, so I wanted to catch back up so we have the regular thing going, and then eventually we'll catch up and we'll do these one per weekend. So this is the third video I shot today to catch up, and we'll probably shoot another 3 next weekend on Sunday, and we will go from there. So basically, we were working on the stamina refresh, so over time the stamina rebuilds back. I'm not liking this guy here, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to go back, not that one, this one. So I'm going to call stamina. Stamina refresh. Stamina refresh. And then what we're going to do here is we're just going to take stamina. And then let's just add time.delta time. I think it was on here somewhere. Yeah, time.delta time. Once it flows over, it'll add 1. So we keep it in solid numbers. Beautiful, look at that. I need to change the color of the stamina. It needs to be darker. All the way dark. All the way dark. All the way dark. All the way dark. There we go. Beautiful. Now we can see it. Look at that. Perfect. Beautiful. We have a working game now. Cool. Everything looks good. So what we can do for the rest of this video here is I think we need to work on this collider here. I'm not too happy with this Fireaxe collider. So there's the collider. What the hell was that? Weird. So another thing also, what we could do is if it hits the zombie, let's change that. So let's hit it where it's only on the way down. Let's do that. So basically, if we look, here's a, oh, what did I do? I pinned it. I don't want to pin it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's do that. You could use it to push the zombies out of the way, but it doesn't do any damage. So let's say, and on the fire axe, swing down is false. So I'm going to say false, and then here is on upswing equals true. Okay, so then we need a getter and setter. Plug static bool is on upswing. Oops, void. Okay. So now on zombie and fire axe dot is on upswing equals false. So that's just not going to hit on upswing. Oh. We're going to put type. Okay, so now he's swinging. Yeah. Wait a second. Okay. So what it's looking like is the stamina is coming back too fast. We could actually almost be permanent full stamina. So what we're going to do is we're going to do stamina refresh. I'm going to say 0.05 stamina rate. So stamina refresh right here times stamina rate times stamina rate. So now it should be even slower. Okay. I think there's some operation issue there. Oh. Double? Is it double? Yeah, so basically this is every second coming back. Okay. Okay, so it's way too long. It's weird. Okay, so standard rate. So let's increase it. Doesn't seem like it's going faster. Okay, so let's do this. Oops. Delta time. Save. Oops. Weird, it's not doing anything. Huh. Oops. Oops. What I'm thinking is that this is returning something and then something happens. So what I'm thinking, I'm going to call this, I'm going to do delta t here. Public double delta t. So let's call this delta and then delta t times diameter rate. And then I'll call this delta t time delta t is the same as delta time. So let's see. What? Still does not seem like it's going faster. Oops. Every 1/10 of a second is supposed to go. Okay, so let's separate it out even further. Oh. Yeah, so then let's call this Did I change stamina rate somewhere? Huh. It's like it's dividing by 10. Very strange. Am I saving this correctly? There we go. I think I wasn't saving it correctly, I think. Okay. Trying to get my cat out here. So we gotta finish this. Stamina. Okay, so now, oh my god, left it in game again. And for whatever, oh, I think what happens is it forgets to compile, I think. That's what happens. Screwed up again. Why is it multiplying? Why is it like dividing by 10? It's very strange. Should be going the other way. Doesn't make any sense. I'm in game again. Gotta stop doing that. Really breaks stuff up. Does not make any sense. Okay, so now it looks good. Now it looks way better. Even less than that. It's a little bit slow. Let's bump it to 0.6. Alright, and I think that is good. So let's see, what else do we need in this game? So we have, let's go ahead and check here. I mean, obviously we have crafting. We got all the crafting that we got to do to get the new. And we have zombie types. We have wet guns and stuff like that, and crafting, and we have that. Works good. So let's go ahead and drop the delta time debug line. Five. Perfect. Close it now. You hit a stamina drop. So what I need to do is I need to print stamina drop key after I kill him. So I gotta time it appropriately, because if I miss... Oh, that was so close. Wait, what was it? Stand by. Oh. So, I see. Zombie killed is not resetting. And obviously we'll have a different variable for that later on, because that will be for like seven. So it shouldn't be after 2. Yep. 2, 3, I think. 5, 6, or this might be 7. That's 7. Okay, I miscounted. Alright, looks like everything works. So, next week, it looks like we are establishing, so basically this week we're cleaning up all the mechanics. All the mechanics are clean, all the basics of the game work. So obviously if we added assets to the game, we'd basically have a game completed. Everything works, colliders work, game modes work, stamina drop increases, so eventually you're most likely going to lose. Obviously there's no backdrop yet, so there's no wall or whatever that you get hit against, so I mean you could just keep going back forever, but other than that, I mean basically the game is built as far as the basics of a game here. So at this point you could stop pretty much. I mean you add graphics, you add whoosh, swoosh sounds, which we could do because I did that in my construct tutorial. So maybe what we'll do is we'll add everything that we need for a complete game here, and then we'll add mechanics to it. So we'll add audio and that kind of jazz so we could get this complete game. So probably by the end of this next weekend, Sunday, because we're going to shoot another 3 videos most likely to catch up, and that should be pretty close to catching up. If not, I think 2 videos in the weekend after that. We should by then have a complete game that is standalone, would be fun, but would need more content. And so at that point, then you could, have a DLC game where there's crafting and stuff like that. So that would be your main game. It has zombies, it has difficulty, it has random stamina drops, so it's different every time you play. You get further, it shows how many rounds you're in, etc. So really, really cool. That's a good show there. So with some swoosh every time you swing the fire axe, and every time you hit the zombie, we want to prompt the user that, hey, you hit the zombie. So like or something, every time you hit the zombie, and then maybe some walking sounds when he walks around. So some sound effects, and then the game art. So add the game art, and then we'll have a completed game. And then maybe we'll do another 5 or 4 videos after that of adding in content, which again, the content we want to add is crafting the wooden spear and the metal spear. We want to have gates that we could close temporarily to, regen stamina or whatever that will break eventually. And we want to add possibility of guns and so different zombie types. So there would be like a zombie guard. And also maybe increase zombie speed on level increase. That would be something that we would add next weekend, is a zombie speed increase on level gain. So those zombies walk faster and get you faster, not just zombie count increase. Marginally faster, very, very small amount faster, but still faster. And so there we will have art, and then we will have a complete game. So I could steal the art from my other project. Like I said, I worked on. I did a lot of that stuff in what was that? There was this sprite editor that I bought. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys. So that guy, I did all the sprites on that. So I have the trees, I have the zombie Alamo, and I have the gate. So basically what we could do is we could have, but this would be pretty much a finished game at the point of having the zombie Alamo having a backdrop that you could bounce up against. And I have the main fence that the zombies are crawling through. So that kind of game art to add. So basically add that game art. And then we would have, with sound, we would have a full game. We have GUI, we have sound, and obviously this would be for PC because we do not have any controls for mobile. We don't have a left and right switch for mobile to move left or right. So we would have to add that as well. And clicking anywhere on the screen would swing your axe. And we could put some big GUI because, again, we could have the GUI down here, or in this case over here on the left side. So move the health over, move the stamina over to the center, and then some big GUI, or over to the right, and have some big GUI buttons here. And then so you press over here to fire, and then you have the 2 buttons over here to move left and right. And that way you would have a full game on mobile, and we can even test it on mobile and see how it goes. Alright, so game is progressing. It's looking like a couple weeks now. Probably after the one video per week, it will probably be done within a month and a half or so. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next weekend for about 3, maybe 4 videos to catch up to Construct 3 tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe for more videos like it, and I'll see you guys next video. Take it easy. Peace.